Are Cody and Enzo for real? Is that true? Do they actually want to work together?
I think they are working together, but I saw like a chart actually, which I can show you at the end, which has all the alliances on. And Cody's working with loads and loads of people. So I think he's got final twos with. I think he's got a final two with Nicole, Enzo. You know,
Nicole A.
Nicole F.
Obviously.
Yeah, Nicole A. Nicole A. If you didn't come to play, why bother? Just go home and go back to your podcast.
Go draw a unicorn. Ian was swinging on that hammock.
Oh, yeah.
And he said he didn't want to do that because it pissed people off last year, or last time he was in the house.
Yeah,
on
10
the
years
feed
ago. Yeah.
And in the house. Imagine if you do come back into Big Brother with that sort of baggage, like, I shouldn't swing on the hammock because that annoyed people. But then it led into the emotional chat about being on the spectrum.
Let me tell you about this hammock thing. People used to go mad about him swinging in that hammock. But did you see him rocking him back and forth as well? I never used to see him do that.
Sofas,
yeah, I never used to see him do it that bad. I feel like he's got worse rather than better. Or maybe he's just letting it out. Because it's like, if you've got these ticks...
on the hammock, got to do something.
If you've got those ticks and you hold them in, I think it's bad. You need to kind of like let them out and just let yourself be... free, don't you? Yeah, exactly. It's true though. I don't think it's good to hold that stuff in.
No.
I feel a bit sorry for Ian. He is a bit of an odd bod. Don't think he's kind of sweet.
He dressed up with his shirt and ties to do like the nominations.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Someone needs to tell him.
I know.
It's not your appraisal.
Like a used car salesman.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
What do I think of him? Again, it's like probably it's a good thing to hear people talk about being on the spectrum and what it means to them, and that they are a normal functioning human. Possibly in America that's needed more than elsewhere. I don't know.
Didn't Kaiser say he was on the spectrum and all?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think actually that was a longer clip that I saw. Kaiser said he was as well.
ZX spectrum.
But Kaiser don't seem... Mind you, it's a spectrum, isn't it? So you could be... I used to have a ZX spectrum.
The old computer with the disc.
That's the noise it used to make when it was loaded. This is that on 2 times speed, bitches.
Did it have a tape or was it discs?
It was a little tape, yeah. Tape. Little cassette tape. Dizzy.
Wow. Oh, the egg?
Yeah. Oh.
That was a Spectrum. We had one of those. I feel like we spoke about
then
this.
I had Atari.
Did we speak about these last week?
We spoke about it before.
At this after school club I used to go to, we had like a hand-me-down ZX Spectrum.
Yeah.
And I used to play that Dizzy the Egg.
I used to love Dizzy.
It's so good. Slow.
But it always looked better on the picture on the outside of the tape, didn't it, than when you actually loaded it up.
Of course.
It's just a load of shit. Yeah, so... Oh, Nicole said Ian is amazing. Which Nicole was that?
Nicole A, I think.
Oh, okay. So then...
You're amazing.
Kevin was trying to get Enzo and David on side, but is acting like a sinking ship. Oh yeah, he's going to say Enzo, do you mind if I pick you for veto? Do you mind?
Kevin.
Playing? Yeah, it's
that put Enzo in a bit of a weird position, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Go on.
Can we talk about
I
the
need
fact
to undo my top button.
that Kevin was like doing his wounded puppy act on the sofa outside the toilet?
Oh yeah.
You know,
that was
in the bathroom area.
Yeah, didn't he ask Ian to play a veto for him? And Ian's like, "No, sorry, mate."
Basically, they all went like, "Oh, I need to go back to sleep. I can't talk about this now."
Yeah,
like, that's the excuse everyone uses. I'm going to go sleep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, what a bad.
I know.
It's like a toilet there, and people are waiting to go in the toilet. For a start, it might smell if you sit so close to the toilet.
That's true.
And you're sitting there waiting for people to come to the toilet and being like, Psst, can you please support me through this veto? Like, why would you do that? It's not a good game.
Desperate, isn't it? Desperate times.
Desperate for the toilet. Dave, he approached David as well.
Yeah.
David was unbothered.
David was just like, look, you got to stay here, so I'm not next on the hit list. Isn't it?
List.
And then Kevin said, I think in the diary room, these people are iconic. I must have done something wrong. Oh, Kevin, you need to get a grip. You need to
iconic Big Brother moments, don't you?
He needs to get a grip. And then when they had the veto pick, he picked Enzo, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I have to pick you." It's like, oh, just stop.
Shut up, man, relax.
Stop. So the veto was...
I said the housemates were listening to the instructions for the POV kit, like they'd never heard them before.
Ding, ding. Is that nice?
I don't know.
Ding, 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 ding. I think that's the task is playing music.
No, that's ding, 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 ding. They were all listening so intently to those instructions, like, oh, listen carefully because you want to get the player pick wrong.
So then the veto was called the BB Peelathon, and it involved rocking on a giant banana and then balancing fruit. Any thoughts on that competition?
Peelathon it was called.
Oh.
But why... Peelathon sounds better.
I think it was Peelathon.
I was wondering what Peelathon meant. You might be right. It was called It's Bananas, was it?
Oh, was it?
What's it called? It's Bananas?
It's bananas.
What did I think about this, did you say?
Yeah.
Riding the banana?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a bucking bronco.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did look like that, yeah, there wasn't enough banana action for my liking. Too much balancing fruit. Get them on the banana for the whole thing, I say.
I mean, it was quite a challenge. They had to, like, rock back and forward to get 90 on the clock, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which was 90 seconds.
Mm.
And then stack that fruit up.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Enzo that was like, oh, I know you're going to put, like, music on this and, like, slow it down, so they obviously did.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it was. That's the Instagram music. The problem with this was, when they were focusing on the fruit balancing...
Yeah, they were forgetting about the clock.
Was timing out.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel they should have used real fruit, but again, then you get in trouble with the people that are like, you're wasting food.
Could have sent that to Africa.
Africa, the country.
People who say you could have sent that to Africa probably think Africa is a country.
Of course they do.
So then Enzo locked in 18 pieces. I think some people were throwing it here, maybe Tyler did, although he said he would never throw a competition. Oh. And then Kevin had 19, one more than Enzo.
He kept
going and ran out of time. That was his chance.
I have to say, Tyler did do some satisfying arrangements of the fruit, quite symmetrical. I thought they were quite nice. I was like, oh, I'd like to print that on a t-shirt or something.
Oh, God. I'm going to do that t-shirt game on Jackbox.
Draw a t-shirt.
Fucking hell.
The way we all drew a t-shirt.
Oh, that was bad. So then, I feel like Enzo doesn't have the charm he used to, ... if he ever did. That's quite profound. Kevin was having a pity party. Who won this? Oh, Enzo won the pity, and then he just didn't use it, right?
Kevin had a pity party, doesn't sound like
No.
Ian and Nicole F have a 5-year friendship through the Big Brother community.
Ian trusts her the most and said, as both winners, they have to stick together. Our best chances of winning is against each other. It's a good point. They don't like to vote for those winners to win again at the end. I've seen it. That's what happened to Dan Giesling.
Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why Memphis wants to take out Ian, right?
Yeah, it's revenge for Dan Giesling. But that's stupid because Dan basically... No, I didn't cut Memphis, but Dan just run rings around Memphis, you know, just like Derek did with Cody. Right. It was that thing where they pretend they're like this strong partnership. It was like like me and you. It's like 90% of this partnership is me, and then like 10% you thinking it's you. Do you know what I mean?
I can cut you at any minute.
Maybe not quite that extreme, but you get the idea.
That's a good analogy, that.
Looking daggers at me.
Do you remember what their alliance is going to be called?
Is it the Million Club?
It is the Million Club.
That's good. And Nicole's like, oh, why?
But which one? Nicole
was like, why is it called the Million Club? Yeah.
Really?
Dumb fuck.
Got something better? Jesus.
Yeah.
But Nicole is only backup for Ian. Is this right? But Nicole's back up.
Get
but
it
only
right.
Nicole's backup after Cody. Okay, yes.
Yeah, go
Ian
on.
to Nicole is a backup. Cody is her number one.
Cody's her number one.
Yeah.
But I think Cody's number one. Is Cody's number one Enzo or Nicole? I'm not sure. We need to look at that chart.
Probably Enzo, he's trying to keep them both on side. Kevin and Enzo storeroom veto chat.
Oh, yeah.
Anita goes.
Anita Weetabix. Cheerios.
Anita Cheerio. That's a good title.
But he didn't go.
Oh, no, he didn't, did he? I thought he did.
And Keisha's like,
he's gone in spirit.
Yeah. Yes!
Spirit!
Spirit's broken. Poor Kevin. Oh, yeah, and he's like, oh, maybe Enzo will feel obligated to use it on me because I chose him to play in the veto.
Well, guess what? He's not gonna.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
Cody said he wants Kevin to stay and he's going to try and... What was it? Down low mances. That is it.
Do you know what down low means?
On the down low?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
That's a term like that gay men who don't want to admit they're gay use.
Ah.
So they say, look, I'm down low.
Oh.
But like, they probably won't call themselves gay, but they're a man that wants to have sex with men.
Oh.
But they're on the down low. Yeah, so it's more of a gay cultural reference, that.
I see.
Yeah.
I know something like that. And then it was just the flim flam section. Cody saying, yeah, he might, Enzo might use or whatever. And we know it's not going to happen. And then Davon and Bailey were chatting final twos, and they said, "Your victory is my victory." That reminded me of I may destroy you. Yeah.
Your death is my death.
Yeah. Were they quoting something? Was that
your victory is my victory?
Was in I May Destroy You, were they quoting? Is that a song or is that a quote or something?
No, I don't think so. No. I think it was probably original, but if it's not...
I finally finished I May Destroy You, by the way.
What did you think of it?
I had to have some thoughts, actually.
Tell me.
It was just too long.
Too long?
I just think if it had been 6 episodes, it would have been so fucking good. Oh. I just thought they just dragged it out too long. It would have been so much more punchy if it had just been 6 episodes.
Which bit... Did you feel like
just
needed to go?
Just like, when she's sort of her friend's taking her to like go painting and
just
all this shit and just extra storylines we just didn't, and like the bit that I hate, childhood flashbacks. Those characters were good. They were good. They were good lookalikes.
The sort of like rough and ready girl who cut her leg.
Yeah.
She was played really well as
she
an
was.
adult and a kid.
She was, and it was very clever, but it just wasn't needed. I just think it would have been so much better without it. But that might be an unpopular opinion, but I just think it would have been so much... I just felt like it was just padding, and it didn't need it, because it was so good, it just didn't need it. Also thought the end was a bit of a cop-out, but we shouldn't really say what happened at the end.
I thought the ending was so good.
Did you?
But I kind of called what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I kind of knew what was coming. But you don't really get the answer of the end.
No.
We don't really know how it ended, do we?
No, I think that ending's a cop-out. Sorry.
Oh.
But on the whole, I thought it was really, really good. But I just think it could have been even better. But that's probably an unpopular opinion.
I think it probably is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Send your emails to bbblastpod@gmail.com. What do you think of I May Destroy You?
We didn't spoil it, so it's fine. So yeah, their alliance is going to be called Black Girl Magic.
We've heard that before.
Yeah, it's not very original, is it? I've heard that before. But are you here for Davon and Bailey working together?
Yes, I think
I am.
It was probably...
Don't like Bailey.
It's not a surprise. I think that was probably a natural alliance for them to form.
Yeah.
But you said Davon isn't really a great gamer, and I saw him
don't think Bailey is either.
Badly in that VIP comp as well. So
I think Davon and Bailey can both be quite emotional and unpredictable. But I think with them having each other and having that tight alliance, it might. And they do seem to have quite a few connections around the house. So I think that might, I
don't think they can do it alone. They need to branch out to someone.
I think they're in with Cody and Nicole or someone.
Okay.
So I think as long as the numbers are on their side, I think that'd be fine. It's when things start to spiral out of control that the blood starts pouring.
Which they can really edit it out.
Yeah. It's got to have been one of her conditions, hasn't it? It's got to have been. So then Enzo spots Ian and Nicole F chatting in the bathroom late at night and reports back to Cody.
Yeah, he did. Who was like asleep in the HOH
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
I'd be like, mate, tell me in the morning.
Yeah,
get
who
out.
gives a fuck?
Jesus.
I know, I've seen that happen so many times. People wake up at the HOH to tell them something. It's like, fuck off. I'd evict you just for that. And Cody said he's got to go at some point. He's a winner. And in the DR he said he went against one of the greatest players of all time and beat him. Thank you, Zing. This is pure flim flam. They are not going to put Ian out.
Enzo at this veto ceremony said, "It's just too early, man, to use the veto."
You weren't there, man. And at the end of the episode, I've written, "Ew, this bad music again."
I wrote, "I want Kevin to go so I don't have to keep watching him limp around the house." Keisha looked like she was going on the charm offensive, and Davon said, "A storm is coming."
Oh,
a storm is coming.
Hell's coming.
Hell's coming.
Do you need a break or should we carry on?
We can break. It's a logical place to break because we're between episodes.
Let's have a loo break.
See you in a minute.
We're back.
We've got a drink.
Oh, lovely. The taste of
South London.
Yeah, I was going to say where you lived and decided not to. So this event